Hello everyone, my name is Oliver G. This is...
Lena.
My wife.
Hi.
We've been 2 weeks in lockdown, or to the day I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, and we just thought that we'd jump in and give you a little bit of a podcast episode from Paris lockdown, talking about what's been going on, what's to come, and answering some of your emails.
And just like general how crazy we've gotten.
Absolutely crazy. But mostly...
Loony bin.
Mostly we're here to try and entertain you a bit while a lot of people are bored and looking for things to do. So that's what we're going to do.
That's the plan.
Time for a jingle?
All right.
That's the jingle by Slim and the Beast, which was a pub quiz
I was
answer.
just going to say.
Yeah.
I was literally just going to say.
I love that you tapped me on the leg just there. What we're referring to, everybody at home, is one of the ways we've been trying. I'm sure most people know this already. But
hopefully.
Yeah,
if you
not,
don't, you're in luck.
That's true. You're in luck because every weekend so far we've hosted a pub quiz. I don't know if they call it pub quiz in like other countries besides England and Australia.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
A trivia night. Yeah, trivia night.
Fun game show.
And that's kind of been the highlights of our week so far, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's so fun.
We done 3. So what we did is just a little recap. The first one, we did it in time for Americans to watch. And then we wrote a second one and we did it twice in the same day. In the morning so Australians could watch, and then at night for everybody else.
That's right.
The American one was a lot more popular.
Well, I feel like they keep getting better and better.
Yeah, but I just mean in terms of how many people were watching.
Yeah,
150
that too.
versus 40. So Australians, get your act together. But it was pretty fun, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
We made the second one better because we dressed up. And I got some, what do you call it?
A jingle?
A jingle or background music. Have a look, this is what it was. Yeah.
If you could see us now, we're like bopping our heads.
As soon as we came in, we started bopping.
It's very catchy, no?
I went on the audio free library on YouTube, so it should be right to play on the podcast too. But anyway, that was a highlight. So congratulations are in order to, well, Liz Johnson won the Australian one with a score of, she had like 29 or something like that. And then in the Universal edition, Maria Trenzado got 39 out of 40.
She knocked it out of the ballpark, I think is an expression.
Unbelievable.
I know.
I know that some people like to watch it on replay still, but I think we can give away maybe the one that she didn't get right. Because that's officially the hardest question.
Yeah.
And it's one that you wrote.
Yeah, it was.
Why don't you ask them?
I had my own section.
Yeah.
It was good, I think.
Give the question to the people.
Okay.
And then we'll give them the answer.
All right,
Hang
guys.
on, wait, I'll make it easier.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks for that intro. All right, guys at home, are you ready for the hardest question of the pub quiz? It goes as follow. Yeah. Follows as go.
Oh yeah, by the way, we've totally lost it on lockdown. I haven't been out of the house for like probably 55 hours at the moment.
I don't remember the smell.
Do you remember
of people?
That's a sign. No, but tell the question.
Okay, the question is, you know the brand Celine, the French brand Celine?
Sure.
Yeah. They started in 1947 or 45 or something like that. That's when they started the brand. But what did they start off producing initially?
We said that you had to have a 2-word answer, which means you had to be a bit specific. So at home, you have 10 seconds to try and see if you can get the answer, and then we'll tell it. 10 seconds. I'm not actually going to give you 10 seconds. I think you guys can figure it out by now.
Just press pause.
The answer was children's shoes.
That's right.
Because we didn't accept shoes. In Australia, some people went for shoes.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's something we're doing. Saturday night was the last one. It'll probably be Saturday again for the next one. Tell your friends. Let's have some fun. Lena,
with some prizes.
Prizes.
Yeah.
Should we get into that?
Prizes.
Yes. Well, the prizes kind of affect both of our news at the moment.
I guess
so. Why don't we come back to that?
Let's do it.
And end on a positive note. But first start talking about how we've gone insane.
I don't know if that needs any more words than what we're actually saying.
Well, yeah.
That didn't make sense
No,
either.
I got you. But when I talked to my parents this morning, and they said, "What have you been up to?"
Yeah.
My response I've never seen a look in my mum's eyes of such...
It was sad.
It was pity.
Sadness.
It was pity. She said, "What have you been up to?" And I said, "Well, we've broken our record for doing the puzzle that we've got. 87 minutes and 14 seconds.
It's so sad.
Isn't it sad?
It's
the
sad.
second time we did it, and I was like,
Oh no.
I said, Lena, why don't we time ourselves doing the puzzle?
And I was so thrilled.
It was the idea for the evening's entertainment, and I set a
Yes.
stopwatch,
Yes.
and we did a puzzle that lovely Shelley sent to us,
Thanks, Shell.
and it's the only puzzle we got. So
You know how to entertain us.
yeah. So we
Obviously.
did it in 87 minutes, and I said to Lena, we need to strategize because maybe we'll do this puzzle like 20 times here. And I said, Lena, my idea for the strategy is the first 5 minutes is
Yeah.
when, like puzzle strategy, the first 5 minutes is the biggest wasted time when it comes to doing a puzzle. I think it's everything else I'd say is pretty standard speed, right?
I remember what I started doing.
Yeah, but first my logic was, if we get all the pieces, spread them out really quickly, put them the colored side up.
Okay, Oliver is so serious right now. There is no like glint of humor in his
No,
eyes.
I'm not trying to be funny.
No,
This is what we do. We live, for those who are new to the show, we live in 30 square meters. So, what was that in feet? 300, I think? Can't
I
remember.
don't know.
I'll do
It's
it
like
as
the size of a bedroom.
So the idea was that we do edges and corners and, put the faces and stuff in
Yep.
320 square feet. And we're about a minute in, and I'm going crazy. I want to get this record. And I look over, and Lena's like cutting up cheese and making sandwiches. And I said, "What's the point?"
I got really hungry.
Hungry or angry?
Hungry?
So I think we could do better.
Yeah, probably. I feel, I wasn't pulling my weight.
Mm.
I was putting on weight. I did some kind of weight.
Are there any other signs of boredom that come from 14 days in confinement? I should stress, by the way, we're on. I should rewind a bit. In Paris and France, it's compulsory that you stay at home. You can only go out with a note, and they've changed the rules on the note too. Now you need to.
Stricter.
It's stricter, so you have to put the time that you go out. You can't if it's for exercise, which is the reason most people leave home at the moment.
Yeah.
Because it's exercise, shopping, or doctors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you leave for exercise, you have to put the time on because you're not allowed to be out for more than an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're not allowed to go more than a kilometer from home.
Yeah, so your address is on it as well.
Yeah, and we have one friend in Paris who was stopped by the police and asked which supermarket he was going to, and they tried to determine if it was the closest supermarket.
They were giving him a really hard time.
So, and they've increased the fine to 200 euros, which is about...
We haven't been stopped yet.
No.
Which is good.
But we've been going out less and less, to be honest.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Any other signs that you've gone insane?
Well, I don't know about me, but I know you. When I knew that you were going insane is when I heard you like giggle at something.
Yeah.
And I looked over and it wasn't funny. I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
and,
really?
and also, you usually don't write that. It
True.
takes a lot for you to giggle or laugh, even.
Yeah, that's true.
I
don't know. It's kind of one of my...
But you just do like inside laughs.
True.
Yeah.
It's one of my...
It's like nose breath laughs.
Yeah, I don't...
It goes like...
Yeah.
It's like weird little puffs of air.
I don't really laugh at the
But
internet.
yeah, I heard you giggling,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What is that noise?"
I'm finding a lot of
That
stuff
leaned
funny.
over. It's like, you were laughing, and it wasn't fun.
No.
It doesn't matter.
That's true. That's one of the things that's changed. That's how I've gone a bit stir crazy. We spend a lot of time on our small balconies. One thing that's kind of interesting to note is when the lockdown started in Paris, the first couple of days, our group of friends were always calling each other and video calling and doing group hangouts.
Yeah.
That kind of dried out.
Yeah. I mean, we're still calling people, but the whole group
The
kind
novelty-
of thing,
the novelty of a
it
group.
doesn't really work.
No.
It's kind of fun to see everyone's faces next to each other, but it doesn't really work.
A lot of calls to family. As many of you know, Lena and I aren't from Paris. So
that's
we have
right.
family in Sweden and Australia and around the world who we calling a lot.
Yeah.
And I've got to say a special shout out to the Eiffel Tower listeners for helping us make it so easy to pass some of the time. Like when we do the live videos on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and the people are commenting.
It's such a great community.
It is actually wonderful.
It's like the best people.
Yeah, when we did the pub quiz the other night and we had 150 people watching and everyone chatting with each other.
It was so fun.
It was actually really cool.
It was really fun. It felt super sociable, which is weird because it was only you and me in the room,
Yeah.
and we were talking to a camera where we could only see ourselves.
Yeah.
but still.
I got the red wine out.
Yeah.
I did my impersonations. That's how you know that it's that I've gone crazy.
Yeah.
By popular demand. Is that what you say?
Usually that's like a lot of red
Yeah,
wines
usually it's the end of the evening. I did my Godfather, Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
That's a big one.
Southern USA.
Yeah.
But, we were chatting and we were having fun. So if you haven't watched that, it ran for 1 hour and 46 in the end. Can you believe it?
No, I can't actually.
But you know what it said to me? It said, at the end of it, it said, you've given, I can't remember, 80 days? Something crazy in terms of how many hours of watched YouTube time it was.
What?
Maybe it wasn't 80 days. Though if you think it was 2 hours and 150 people, you do the math.
Because we won't.
But, so let's sort of wind things up with talking about the prizes, because that's big news for both of us. Let's start with you.
Okay.
How have you been keeping busy? Why don't you talk me through
I have been painting this quarantine away. I've been painting every day. I set myself a little daily goal of doing 1 watercolor a day, and I film it and I do a time lapse.
I love the time lapses.
And I put it on Instagram just because I thought it would be, well, first of all, it'd be a really good thing to like keep sane, to have a daily task. And second of all, I don't know, hopefully, I was thinking that it could be nice to bring a little bit of Paris to the people who can't be here.
So
and
you're
a lot
painting
of people,
Paris-y stuff.
Yeah, it's Paris, French stuff. So I do, well, it sort of goes like every second day I do a person.
Wait, we should say, if you're sitting there with your phone out, you can look at it as she's talking, at Parisian postcards or Parisian postcards.
That's right.
So what have you been painting so far?
Well, loads of stuff. So I've been painting people from like everyone from, well, not everyone. Quite a few people though.
6 people.
6 people. Like Coco Chanel I painted yesterday. I did Brigitte Bardot. I did Picasso. And then I painted like places in Paris or Parisian things. Like today I painted a little cafe scene with the croissants and a coffee.
La Durée, I saw.
That's right.
And the feedback has been really good.
It's nice. It's nice.
Where do you get your inspiration?
Oh,
I heard that's a great question.
That is the worst.
I heard that's the worst question you can ever ask someone.
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you get it?
How do you feel? What do you say when people ask you that?
People sometimes ask me, they say, where do you get the ideas for your episodes?
Yeah,
this isn't a great episode as an example of a great idea, because I'll tell you guys the truth at home. I realized it was Monday. And for 3 years or something, I've been doing an episode every Monday. And then I felt sort of guilty for not doing one, just because we're in lockdown and I didn't have something to talk about. I was like, I'd rather that we did an episode and gave an update. But when people ask me that, where do you get your ideas? I said, if you can't come up with 100 ideas straight away living in a city like Paris, then you've got a problem. You shouldn't start a podcast.
Then it's the wrong thing.
I could think of 100 ideas just from Montmartre.
Yeah,
and it's probably the same with you for painting, I guess.
Yeah, so much, so much. Big things, small things, people, dogs, whatever.
Would you redo a person?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Same with podcast. You can have a guest on twice.
Yeah.
This isn't your first rodeo here.
It is not.
So Lena's, who's usually a shoe designer and handbag designer, her shoes are being held hostage by shops around Paris.
Yeah, at the moment.
Because everything's closed.
Yeah, they got locked in.
So I'll do an ad for you.
Us.
I don't mind doing an ad for you. If you want to support, what do you call it? Small business. Very small business.
Yeah.
Consider supporting her art and buy one of the prints. She puts them on Etsy. Etsy.com/shop/Parisian postcards. They're cheap. Too cheap, I'd say.
You think it's too cheap?
Yeah, they're like, what, 15 euros or something?
Yeah.
I think you could do better than that.
I try to keep it cheap. As cheap as possible.
Or people can order a commission.
That's true. I'm actually quite busy with that, which is exciting.
So people send in, here's my the view from my balcony.
Yeah,
can you paint
that's
it?
like the perfect thing to do right now.
Yeah, and they're a little bit more expensive than Etsy, but based on the size of it and stuff like that. Anyway, message her and you'll figure that out. What's the next painting? Can we get an Eiffel Tower exclusive?
Well, today I painted a place, so tomorrow will be a person.
Person, place.
Yeah, that's the general idea.
Yes.
I haven't really figured out. Maybe it'll be you.
No.
Maybe.
If you do a painting of me,
Yeah.
I'll do a mad share out on the internet.
Really?
Yeah. And try and get you some followers.
Well,
There's something
let's
to go.
see.
At
Let's see.
Parisian postcards. The other news, if we switch things over to me for a second, is do you know I wrote a book?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I've been talking about it in recent episodes, and finally, people have been getting their books.
Yes,
It started
it's
in-
exciting.
started in
I've seen the
Canada.
pictures.
People in Canada
So
got it
cool.
first for some reason, and then people in the States, I think, have started getting it. In England, I heard today.
Really?
Yeah, so the people that are getting it are the ones who pre-ordered it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The quick buyers.
Quick buyers.
You guys are the best. But today, I got my copy. And I didn't just get one copy, I got 5 boxes of books. And I lugged them up the stairs, which almost killed me.
So heavy.
Yeah. It almost killed you as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I'm out of shape.
But it's so cool to see the book after putting sort of years into it.
Yeah.
And then
And
being
just
able to
to
flick through
actually
it.
hold it is
Yeah.
so cool.
I think
It looked great, I
yeah.
have to say.
I
Not
think-
just because I did the cover.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, you did the cover.
It looked great.
So that book is ready. If you want to get a copy, I want to stress this. If you want to get a copy, get it via theearfultower.com/memoir. Because some people have been messaging me, oh, I ordered it on Amazon. Can't wait for May 30th. And I'm like, what do you get? What? Why would you order
Why
it
would
on
it take so
Amazon and
long?
wait till May 30th? I think Amazon has to wait like a month grace period for self-published books or something. I don't know.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But don't get it from Amazon. Get it from me because firstly, I'll send it to you. Secondly, Amazon won't take a huge cut out of it. Fair,
Yeah.
right?
Fair.
Fair. But anyway.
Also, they smell nice.
Yeah, well, the smell of
You
a
know,
book.
that new book smell.
Yeah. Or you can get the what do you call it? The ebook version. €10.
Won't smell as nice.
No, I'll send it to you directly though. So there's a way to help me out. What I figured I'd end with is 2 things, right? Firstly, if you've read the book already, a lot of people have read it and they're sending these nice messages. Go on. There's a website called Goodreads, and you can leave a review. And people have been
that's a
leaving
nice
some
idea.
super nice reviews. And
Should we read some?
yeah, why not?
I think so.
Why not?
Let's do it.
And we'll get. I don't think there are any spoilers. Someone got angry at me on Instagram because I put a bit of a spoiler in there.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't-
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, this one from Jim Carmichael.
Yeah.
He says, 5-star review, Goodreads.
Oh, okay.
I really, really enjoyed this book. Oliver G's first book is a refreshing, romping read. Romping?
What does that mean?
Of his first 5 years living in Paris. It's a love story, falling in love with the city, his new podcast, The Lovely Lena,
Aww.
and of course the Alp Slayer, affectionately known as the Red Beast.
How does he know about the Alp Slayer?
I guess I've said it on the show before. This is, I guess I said in the book, actually.
Oh, that makes sense.
This is the perfect book for every wannabe Parisian, one of the best of its genre that I've read. By the time I turned the final page, I felt that I'd been educated. I now know what the dot in the letter I is called. I learned a couple of French words I truly hope never to use. For example, de fenestre. De fenestrer, I should say. And then I empathized with Oliver in some of his truly awful French lessons. I'm not going to spoil any more. But 5 stars for a truly delightful, well-written book that I'll sure to pick up again and again over the years.
Oh,
Isn't
that
that kind?
so nice.
So go and make my day, guys, and leave a review. But
Yeah, guys, make his day.
what I'm going to finish on is the book was only possible because of the generous Kickstarter people and some people who bought it at the sort of deluxe package to include the audio experience, which I haven't recorded yet, but I'm going to do it over the next 30 days.
That's a good little mission to have.
Yeah, I'm going to release it like at 9 p.m. every day for Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
Is it something to look forward to for everyone? And the idea with that is people can comment underneath it and stuff. Like, oh, that was terrible. Or, oh, I like that chapter. And we can chat and I'll be in there chatting. You know?
Oh, that's cool.
Or you can just buy it for $20, whatever you want. Renee sends in, will you and the lovely Lena adopt me, please?
What?
Thank you for keeping Paris real. Renee, what's your answer to that?
We don't have space for another
no,
person in
we
the
don't.
apartment. Renee, I'm sorry. Maybe later.
We could adopt you if you have a massive Paris apartment.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
can be a caretaker.
Then deal.
Deal. Lucy Sansom.
That's so funny.
Lucy, she was commenting in the pub quiz. I remember that. And she says, Lucy in San Antonio, Texas wants to hear me say howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
Howdy, y'all. Well, Lucy, you got more than your money's worth in the pub quiz where I did a whole question in a kind of a Texas accent.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all.
Unfortunately.
Lena wasn't having any of it. Here's another one coming in from Victoria Pickering, and she says, best place to bring your parents for a meal and a decent wine bar.
Oh dear. Well, at the moment,
Well, everything's closed at the moment.
nada.
But
But I usually like to recommend people to La Marine.
La Marine, yeah, on the Canal
It's
Saint-Martin.
nice.
Yep, or Pink
But
Mama.
Pink Mama is nice too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did you see?
Like Bar Martin is nice.
Bar Martin for
That's
for
nice.
wine, yeah. That's all
yeah.
right. Bar Martin, if you don't know what
Bar
we're talking
Martin,
about. There's a few
exactly.
places for you. I'm going to get better at wine, and I'm going to do it soon. I've got a guest lined up for
Yeah,
that
when
too,
we
by the
be
way.
able to get out of here again and
my
roam
gosh.
the streets, we'll educate ourselves on Paris like never before.
I'm going to fire through a few more quick ones. Beth McKinney, love your podcast and the videos. Thanks for bringing Paris to me when I can't be there in person. You are welcome. I love to do it. Andrew from Brookfield, Illinois is asking, my wife and I will be heading to Paris this upcoming fall. What would your ideal date night be? First, I hope the trip happens in the fall. It could well do. Ideal date night. Walk.
Yeah.
Just go for a romantic walk by the Seine.
Yeah. Maybe pack a little picnic,
Ooh,
or
yeah.
like a nice little romantic picnic, and stop off somewhere, and then just flaneur away.
Yeah, you don't need to have a fancy restaurant reservation. It might not even be nice. You might feel like you're wasting your money, or
Yeah.
you might get it wrong, but you can never get it wrong going for a romantic walk. Two more?
So nice.
Thank you very much for that email. Matt Cunningham wants to know, let's have a look. Matt from New York. Bonjour. Oh, he's written something for his wife. He says, bonjour to my amazing wife, Janelle. You make me happier than I could ever have imagined. I love all the wonderful memories we made so far, and I can't wait to create many more, especially in France. Je t'aime, je t'aime, je t'aime.
Oh, that's so cute.
That is beautiful,
it's
Matt.
really sweet.
P.S. Hate the show.
What you did not.
Oh, Janelle, that's you seem like a lucky woman to have a man like
Yeah,
Matt.
that's very sweet.
Last one here. It's from Iris. And she says, to our friends back home, come to Paris. Not now, though. I'm not going to end on that one.
No.
No, we'll end on another one.
Okay.
No, didn't ask for one there. And then we've got one from Anthony Webb, another pub quiz member from the other night, and Patreon Sport. He says, Oliver, it'd be great if you do a walk show at the Musée des Arts Forains, or Art Foraine, in the 12th. I don't know that one.
No.
Where
Sounds
would that
interesting.
be? Is that the clown one, maybe? I think that's the clown one.
What do you mean a clown?
There's like a clown museum that someone's mentioned to me before.
Really?
Yeah, I'll Google it as we speak, Anthony. Seeming Anthony has been such a long-time listener. We'll take the time out to Google it. It's that weird one. Private Museum of Funfair and Fairground Objects.
Wow, I bet it's haunted.
If any museum is haunted, it's got to be that
This
one.
one.
All right. I don't know if you
Alright,
can do
cool.
walk shows in museums. I've done it before, but I don't know if you're allowed to.
You can do like a sneaky one.
And I'll finish on this one from Peter Jones, who says, a big shout out to all the fireys who've helped defend Australia against the bushfires over the summer.
Yeah.
And a big shout out to all the health workers. I'm just tagging onto the back of you there, Peter. And all the supermarket workers and garbage men and delivery and
many
restaurant
heroes.
workers. So many heroes at the moment. And thank you to all of them. Thanks to all you guys at home who are keeping us sane. And I hope we're keeping you somewhat entertained, because that's our goal. And I think without everyone at home right now, we would have probably done the puzzle. What?
Way too many times.
Yeah.
2 times is too many times already, so I don't even know.
Goodness me, here we go. Anyway, we're going to jump onto a Facebook Live now. So if you're not following all those social media channels, go and check them out. It's pretty easy to find. And check out Lena at Parisian Postcards. Anything you want to say in a loud voice over the outgoing music.
Thanks for listening and have a great week.
See you guys later.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.